The city of Buffalo will be in mourning for quite some time after a 37-year-old firefighter died Wednesday battling that fire on Main Street.
We're with Reverend Paul Seil, the chaplain of the Buffalo Fire Department. Father, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
It's, of course, the morning after, and of course, the pain does not disappear. In your experience, how do emotions shift from the day of something like that happening to now the day after?
Well, I think for the average person, citizen of Buffalo, and that the day goes on, we're aware of it. But for the families, this is all just a very new thing. So everybody is at a different stage of grief and grieving, and you know, in fact, there was two firefighters were lost, Jonathan Kroom and Chip McCarthy, 10 years ago. And I was listening to John's mom in one of the media outlets today and how it reopens her wounds of the loss. And so everybody will be at a different point. Commissioner Whitfield, who was on, just said the other, a few moments ago, I ran into him yesterday as well, and his mom was one of the victims of the racist shooting on May 14th, and all these tragedies that we've been experiencing, the death of the children at the terrible fire, a couple of months ago, all of these things open wounds for the family, and also, I think, for the firefighters. Although the firefighters, for better or worse, try to kind of hold it in and hide it, but it's a very emotional time, obviously.
You were down there yesterday.
Yes.
Can you describe what it was like while you arrived on scene and then, throughout the rest of the morning and afternoon? I
arrived on Washington Street. I was at my rectory. I'm the pastor of Our Lady Perpetual Help in the old First Ward, and a May Day came in. When you hear May Day, I've only heard 3 of them now in 5 years. It just gets you, right away. You turn on the radio, you hear the tension and the anxiety in people's voices because it means something really bad has happened. A firefighter's lost, a firefighter's down, something's going on. So I came down to Washington Street behind the building. I couldn't believe what a massive fire it was based on how soon the alarm had come in, how quickly. One of the chiefs there told me, I said, there's a May Day, what's going on? She said, we don't know on this side. That's the front of the building. And at that time, I went to the guy in charge of accounting for the firefighters, and he said, we have 1 missing. And that just, you're hoping he's there somewhere, and then as the time goes by, it becomes more devastating, really, for the firefighters. This guy was, this firefighter was on the job not too long, and there were a lot of other younger firefighters at that particular firehouse. So it's a very close community because you live, you eat, you sleep, you're there on shift, together. So it's like, it is a family, really, the Buffalo Fire Department.
Well, Father, I know you had a lot of difficult conversations yesterday and likely will continue to. Thank you for coming in and sharing this with us this morning.
Thanks.
And best of luck.
Appreciate it.
Thinking of you. All right, stick with us. Mike updates the forecast when we come back.